everyone, and welcome back to Day 2 of VPH Quarterfinals 2022. My name is Divya.
And I'm Taryn, and we will be your hosts for this year's VPH Quarterfinals.
For those of you who are tuning in to support your friends for today, let me just tell you very quickly what VPH is all about. VPH, also known as Voice Personality Hunt, is SMU's only hosting competition and is held by SMU Broadcast and Entertainment.
This year's team is Resonate. Reason being is because as hosts, it's very important and crucial to resonate with not just your audience, but also with what you are saying. By doing that, you will form a strong connection with your audience, and basically that's what hosting is, and basically for quarterfinals, our contestants will be sharing with us what is something that they resonate with. It could be anything from a character which they really look up to and then get inspired from, or even a song that they just really vibe with.
That's right. But before we dive into our contestants for this year, we will be giving you guys a very quick glimpse into what our contestants went through during their auditions.
Hello everyone, I'm Tracy and I'm audition judge for VPH 2022. I was also a semi-finalist for VPH 2019. Firstly, there will be two different segments, formal and informal. So for the formal segment, they are tasked to do a script read of about 5 minutes. Then for the informal segment, there will be 2 minutes of preparation with a 5 minutes informal task where they will have to give a rundown of Patron's Day and then talk about all the Capricorns that they want to talk about. Exciting!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 35th anniversary celebration.
Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight on this momentous occasion.
Her journey with ballet started as a little girl,
Ranging from classical to contemporary ballet and performed on stages in cities all over the world.
For her outstanding contribution
to the development of ballet in Singapore,
to commemorate the hundreds of productions that graced our stage.
hello everyone! Welcome to SMU's Patrons Day 2021.
How's everyone feeling?
As a university entering a new decade,
It is 100 minutes of high energy show.
As this university enters a new decade, we glow as we grow.
And do follow us on our socials, and we'll see you next time. Thank you!
Overall, that was a really good job, so you should applaud yourself on that.
You said you were nervous, right? I couldn't tell at all. Your pace was okay, posture was great too.
So, great job with engagement and confidence and projection.
You had really good eye contact.
Overall, I really loved the energy, and I think you did an amazing job.
How was VPH 2022 auditions for you?
It was really fun.
I think I feel pretty good, I would say. I think it was a good experience.
It went a lot better than I expected. I had a lot of fun.
If any of you guys are considering or thinking of joining, I highly encourage you guys to do it.
Thank you for coming down to the VPH 2022 auditions, and we hope to see you real soon. Here's a goodie bag for you.
As you can see, the auditions wasn't an easy task, and we are all so proud of all the auditionees who went for it. Particularly so, we are also very interested in what our quarterfinalists have in store for us today.
That's right, but we will be returning very shortly with our quarterfinalists, so don't go anywhere. Be back soon because we will start very, very, very shortly.
Hi guys, I'm Chiman and I'm a quarterfinalist of VPH 2022. Ding 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 the Chiman. Ding 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 ding. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chiman, it's your boy, and today, you know it's Tuesday today, so today is Topic Tuesday. That's right. So the topic we'll be talking about today is to do with what you resonate with. So first and foremost, why don't you tell me in the comments, what do you resonate with? So resonating with something could mean anything. It could be evoking emotions, maybe some images, maybe some awesome memory that you had. You know, it could be big or small. So speaking of which, remember this bad boy from secondary school? Yeah. All right. This is something that I resonate with, whether it was at O level, all those mock papers I had to do. Yeah. So this is what brings a lot of memories to me. So what resonates with me? All right. Family. Okay. That's what we'll be talking about today. Family, whether it's your family of friends or your family at home. Family is something that I resonate with a lot. So my family at home, you know, I got a sister at home. She used to be in SMU. So we can talk about SMU. That's something that we have a lot in common about. My dad, whether it's about sports, you know, we're both huge tennis fans. Okay, I'm a Roger Federer fan. He's an Nadal fan for those of you tennis fans out there. Yep, give me a shout out in the comments who you support. And although we support different people, well, we still resonate about tennis. And my mom, you know, whether it was those like early morning drives to school or whether it's those late night, you know, talks about the long day that I had. Or I can see in the comments, Eric Khan, Chiman, why so handsome? Okay, I already know that. Okay, leave that for later. Anyways, all right, let's get to the gist of it. So I will break family down into an acronym, all right? FAMILY, to help me explain why I resonate with family so much. All right? F stands for faith, all right? It's the faith that those around you show, all right? Whether it's those teachers back in secondary school or JC or primary school, when I was failing their subject, which I did, actually, chemistry. Actually, funny story, all right? So during my Sec 3 and 4, actually, I failed every single test. That's right, every single test until O-levels. But guess what? For O-levels, I got B3. So it was the faith that they showed me in spite of my shortcomings, which helped me through. Or whether it's the faith that your friends show you, right? Whether you're going through a difficult time or a good time, all right? It's what keeps you going. All right? A stands for aspirations. All right? Another So Handsome by Lewis and Suni. All right, thank you so much. Anyways, back to the main topic, aspirations. So in life, we all like to aspire to be something bigger than we are. And what better than a family of friends or your own family at home to support you along the way? All right, so for example, you know, those times that we study in LKS or KGC, for you law students out there, I know, all right? You want to always improve your grades, or maybe for those of you who like sports, you all work out together in the gym, or you all go for your practices to make you better, because you aspire to be better. So as the famous quote goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Right. All right, the next one is milestones. All right, as a group of friends or family, you always go through life together. And what better than going through the different milestones of life together? Whether it's your graduation from SMU, for all of you out there in the future, or from your high schools previously, the milestones are what get you through, and why not do it together as a family of friends? I, inspiration, whether it's you inspiring others around you, or those that inspire you, whether it's your father or your mother, all right, that's what helps you through. L, for love. All right, love is so important in a family. I stress this, guys. It's so good to show love to others. All right, you all will benefit so much. And Y stands for you. You guys, the audience who have supported me so much, all right, calling me Eric Khan. I think we look good together. Chiman, amazing. Thank you, Ryan, so much. You guys in the audience today, whatever brought you here for this live stream, that is what counts, okay? All of you are one big family. So let's start that connection today. So as always on this channel, we end off with a song. So why don't we end off with my favorite song, Photograph. All right, let's go. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. All right, thanks guys. Stay tuned and catch you later.
What's good, everybody? Hi, guys. My name is Tishan, and I'm a quarterfinalist for VPH 2022. So I just want to start out by saying a big thank you to everyone who's here to show your support. I know you guys just want to hear me talk, yeah. joking. So I'm sure many of you have heard really interesting stories from the participants, but today your girl ain't gonna tell you no story, okay? Sister is gonna give you a math lecture. That's right, a math lecture. So can I have a show of hands in the chat, right? How many of you guys here love math? Like, okay, love math is my favorite subject. Just gonna use this mouse to see. Okay, seems like don't have a lot of people like math, not gonna lie. It's okay. It's fine. You know why? Because this lecture is gonna be super interesting. You know why? Because you have a super hot math teacher right here, guys. Okay, so let me kick off the lecture by asking you guys a question. Can some bright mind here tell me what topic of math do you think this is? Okay, very simple, guys. I'm sure you're all very smart. Just inequality. That's right. Divya, so smart. This Divya girl, super intelligent. You are right. So today I'm gonna give you guys a lecture about inequalities. So this lecture is actually inspired by my life mentor, who is also my JC mentor. And okay, basically in junior college, like, I'm sure many of us studied really hard for our A-levels, and we sacrificed some level of our mental health for it. Not sure if you guys have been there, but I was there, and I wasn't in a good place in my life. But lucky for me, I had really good support structures like my family, my friends, and one of them was my JC mentor. So my JC mentor was a math teacher, and he was like the wisest dude ever. Okay, I swear he's a monk who is disguised as a math teacher. No cap. Like, this guy will be like, oh, Zen, oh, let go or be dragged. He will say all these like interesting things. Then it's like, and like he told me a lot of his life stories, and the one that stuck with me most was one where he shared about how he lived his life X more than one. So this actually came about when I was wondering, like, oh my god, like I realized that this teacher gave so much of himself just to ensure the well-being of his students. And like, I would see him with students who looked really distressed, and he would give them some guidance and advice. And I like to think that, you know, he isn't the one making them distressed. They were distressed, and then he came in to come and help them, you know. So and I knew for a fact that this teacher, he would even skip his meals just to make sure, you know, all of us were feeling okay. And so I was really curious. I wanted to know why he wanted to pour so much of himself just to see the growth of us. And so I asked him, I was like, why do you do that? Like, I don't understand. Why would you like put in so much effort just to see us grow? So he put it very simply, you know, because he's a math teacher, right? So he just had to relate everything to math. So he was like I live my life X more than one, where X represents the number of people I positively impact. And like, I don't know why, but that stuck with me. Like, it was kind of funny at that time. I was like low-key like, okay, this guy like balong long, I don't know what he's talking about, okay. But I felt, but after that I went home and I thought about it, and you know, it stuck with me. And his story of how he lived his life X more than one really inspired me. So, which is why I'm trying to follow in his footsteps and also try to maximize my X in my life. So yeah, I am on my own personal journey to maximize my X, which is basically the number of people I positively impact. So if you guys felt my math lecture super inspirational, feel free to live your life X more than one, and you know, we can just all make the world a better place together. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you around school, or come and find DM me or something. Haha. Okay, bye.
Hi everyone, we hope you guys have been having lots of fun watching our contestants so far for day 2 of VPH Quarterfinals. Just want to do a little check-in. Do you guys know about the VPH Quarterfinals giveaway? Because if you don't, do head on down to our VPH SMU VE Instagram account and check out what our quarterfinals giveaway is all about. We have some really fun prizes for you guys, and you never know, you might get one of them yourself. So do check out our social media. Once again, it's at SMU VE. And in the meantime, do stay tuned. Get yourself a drink, a snack, because we'll be back very shortly with the rest of our contestants for day 2. See you soon!
Hey guys, I'm Kelvin, a Year 1 business student, and this is the quarterfinals for the VPH, Voice Personality Hunt. So today I'll be talking about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, pop culture and media. More specifically, it's kind of like my most favorite piece of media. I'm pretty sure most of you guys would know who this is, right? That's kind of how central pop culture and media has been to like most people nowadays. Think about Marvel, that kind of thing. Well, to me, that piece of media that really holds a special place in my heart would be a little piece of work called Berserk. Berserk. It is a dark fantasy manga or Japanese comic that was made back in the 1980s. So you might be wondering to yourselves, like, why the heck would I want to read when I already have so many readings from my prof? Like, that's kind of shag, bro. And well, if you just give me a second to explain, you'll know. It's something else. So why am I talking about Berserk exactly? Or what is Berserk about? Well, Berserk is about a man who has gone through absolute hell. And this hell that he goes through really shapes him into becoming something more than just a man. And what really drew me to this series, and what I think makes it stand out, like across all these different pieces of work, is the overarching themes of, namely, struggle and purpose. Two themes that I think are highly relatable to a lot of people. So, with regards to struggle, the main character, as I said, is put through the ringer. He's kind of, to say lightly, if this was him, he'd be like this. So yeah. But seeing this built-ass man, who is so strong, so edgy, and so cool, get absolutely put in the dirt, I think I felt inspired when I see him get back up every single time. Maybe I'm just weird. I think I'm pretty weird, but let me know what you guys think. So yeah. The other theme that I want to talk about would be purpose. So Guts goes through a very interesting arc where he has a very standard goal of revenge. So it's really simple when you think about it, like, you know, very standard revenge plot. But to put it lightly, without going to any spoiler territory, he develops as a person, and it costs him life and limb to pursue what he's going after, and he considers whether it's worth it in the end. I think, anecdotally speaking, after A-levels, I was lost, and I had no idea what the hell I wanted to do. I had not a lot of purpose, and I related a lot with this Guts character, because he risked his life, his limbs, like literally, and he was very close to his purpose, but ultimately he didn't really achieve it, I want to say. I mean, after I got my results, and I felt lost, like my man, but like Guts, I realized that ultimately the purpose, it's good to have a purpose in like pursuing your goals and all that kind of stuff. But I think what matters the most is the journey rather than the destination, as cliche as it sounds, along as well as the friends that you make along the way. If you read the manga, you'll see just how many people attracts, or rather are attracted by him. So yeah, as much as I want to keep talking about Berserk and how good it is, you guys would have to find me in school and would have to approach me for this kind of stuff. But yeah, I have plenty of other recommendations, of course. I think media in general has played a very large role in my life. I feel like nowadays, with how mainstream media is and pop culture has been, it's touched very many people. And if it's touched you too, come see me and say hi. And that is, I believe, all the time I have for today. Thank you very much, guys.
Grace is soul, Grace my soul. I'm Grace and welcome to my live stream. I am a quarterfinalist of VPH 2022 and I'm really excited to be here today and tell you more about who I resonate with, okay? A hint, my outfits tells it all, okay? But before that, I would like to introduce. So today I'm going to talk about fear, something to resonate with fear, okay? So I am a very timid person. I'm scared of a lot of things, from lizards, reptiles, and perhaps I confess to someone but the person don't like me. I also scared, and most importantly also, I'm scared of balls. I hate balls but the balls keep coming, attacking me, even though I'm out of its sight. So yeah, and believe it or not, I have very bad stage fright. I'm gonna tell you more about it in a while, but before that, I would like to ask you, what is something that fears you, that scares you, and you're like, I'm gonna tap out if I see that situation? Do comment in the section down below, and we'll get back to that. So back to my story. Yes, I do have stage fright, and you guys will be wondering, seriously, are you serious? You are here at VPH, you are afraid of standing in front of audience? Yes. 10 years back, okay, I was in primary school, and 11 years old me, my teacher decided, Grace, you're spontaneous. So up you go, you will be the MC for the closing ceremony. And little did I know, I was given a 35-page script with tons of names that I need to produce, that I need to pronounce. And I was told that there will be tons of people from ministers, from our principals, and even our parents will be there. And I was freaking out because I can't do it, you know what I mean? Yes, and my friend told me, Grace, you did stop being dramatic, because it's okay one, Yeah, you just go up there, you imagine all your audiences as watermelons and potatoes. And I was like, you're my best friend, I'm gonna take your words for it. And I went up there on the day itself. I was shocked. God save my soul, man. I was up there and I saw the sea of people, tons of people, everyone staring daggers at me, waiting for me to start. I was like, what do I do? So, listen to my friend, right? I close my eyes, try to brainwash myself. They're watermelons, potatoes. They're not. They do not look anything like watermelons and potatoes, okay? So to the friend that tell me, no, it's not working, man. So I blanked out for the rest of the closing ceremony. Yeah, I went on, bubbling on, yes. And it ended pretty badly, but I would say it still ended right, you still went through. And something that I learned from Zenitsu would be that, you have things that you fear. Right? And Zenitsu is those kind that he's very, very, very timid, right? Every time people give him tasks to do, he's like, no, cannot, because I'm very scared. That is a very dangerous situation. Yes, that was me, right? But he tells us that, it's okay to feel fearful. He wants a change. And the idea of you want to make a change is sufficient enough. So back to you. What is something that you're fearful of? Let me see. Yes, there's someone I can see that someone is afraid of ghosts. I'm afraid of ghosts too. You know why? I can't sleep with my lights off. I need to have night light beside me. You're afraid of lizards. I can see someone is also afraid of lizards. Yes, I met with a lizard. I saw face to face, sees it. Yesterday, I screamed and it was my loudest scream. Yes, and all of your comments are all valid. All of your fears in life are all valid. And Zenitsu really tells us that it's okay. You have your fear, I have my fear. But the problem is, right? Fear is just gonna get bigger and bigger, and it's gonna get more and more scary if we don't face it. Just 10 years ago, I was super afraid of heights, but look where I am now, 10 years down the road. I've been through more and more gigs and hosted a few other shows. Wouldn't say that it's the best, but at least my fear shrinked in size. And now that I'm sitting in front of you, I kind of feel excited that I am sitting right here with you. Telling you more about my stories actually excites me a lot. So, if you're afraid of balls, okay, that comes hitting at you, you catch the ball and you throw it back at the person that hits you with it. You know what I mean? Yes. So, I hope that you gain something from today's session, and I hope that you enjoy my live stream. With that, Grace your soul, Grace my soul. Go be amazing, besties. Goodbye!
Hi everyone, hope you're enjoying day 2 of quarterfinals VPH. So if you are not participated in the quarterfinals giveaway, please do head down to our SMU BE Instagram page and participate in it, because I mean, come on, it is a portable charger, who doesn't want that, right? So yeah, do go down and participate in the giveaway, as it will be closing on the 2nd of September. Do also follow us on all of our social media platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, as well as Instagram at SMU BE. Not to worry, there are more contestants coming up for today, so stay tuned and we'll be back shortly.
Hi everybody, I'm Charlotte, one of the quarterfinalists of VPH 2022. Woo! And I'm here today to share with y'all what I resonate with, what I vibe with. So let me start by asking a little question. What scares you more, outer space or the ocean? You can type your answer in the live chat below and let me know. And if you're a good friend of mine, you know that I always love to ask this question because I always get different responses every time. So for me personally, I've always found that like outer space is a lot scarier, like definitely a lot scarier. And it really became very apt because after I watched the movie Interstellar, but not, oh, and I see some people agreeing too, but of course like not scary in like a like ghost type of way, but more in terms of how beautifully vast space is. I mean, I'm even wearing a necklace with a spaceship on it right now. And you're probably thinking I'm a space nerd, but I assure you that's not the case. In fact, when I was first asked to watch the movie Interstellar, I did not want to watch it at all. I mean, a movie about like floating rocks in space, psh, boring, right? But my boyfriend kept pestering me, finally caved in. I said, oh, okay, I'll watch a little bit. And for the next 169 minutes, I was hooked. Completely sold. I mean, from like the cinematography to the music score to the plot itself, it was so compelling. Like I even cried twice. Like I had to hug a soft toy as I was like sobbing and I was watching Interstellar. But okay, so now you're wondering what exactly is Interstellar? So it's basically a movie where essentially Earth is doomed. You know that meme where there's a dog and like the house is on fire and the dog is like, I'm fine, but like he's not really. Essentially that. So an ex-NASA pilot travels across space to find a new planet for Earth to inhabit in a race against time. And now you're probably wondering, so Shah, how do you resonate with a movie about a guy that just goes whoosh in space? Let me tell y'all. So the first thing is really the idea of hope. Hope is really a powerful thing that I think people often overlook. In fact, the reason why the pilot can endure like the rocky travel in space and all the hardships he's been through is because of hope, that yearning, that light at the end of tunnel. So I really think it's a good reminder that, yeah, to have hope. So, you know, if you're struggling now during uni life, you know, you find that life is just not working too well for you, have hope that you'll get through and keep pushing, guys. But on another note, there's the idea of love. And okay, I know, it sounds very cringy, but before you space out, let me explain it to y'all. So I think love is again a very important factor that really binds humanity together, because the reason why the pilot even goes into space is his love for his children, the idea that he wants them to have a future. And one of my favorite quotes is from the movie. It's actually that love is the only thing that transcends dimensions of time and space. Very whoa, right? But it's essentially that love is something that binds all of humanity together and makes us all human. And so, I mean, no matter what, especially in a world with so much division, with all the current state of affairs that are going on, it's a nice little reminder for us to wear our heart on our sleeve, you know, and to extend that empathy to others and really show each other some love. But, you know, on a greater scale of things, I think the movie Interstellar really just showed how small we are. Like, bro, have you seen space? Space is so big. Like if you see all the different phenomenon, the galaxy, all, you know, the stars in the sky, you find that Earth is actually super tiny. And so honestly, we should stop overthinking, and your insecurities, your worries, your fears about, what other people think of you, who cares, right? Because frankly, in the bigger scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. So take this as your sign to go out, live your most authentic version of you, and slay. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed this little segment where I shared, about how Interstellar really resonates with me. You gleaned some insight. Maybe you found the next movie that you should watch. But more than that, I hope that you find something that you personally resonate with and that helps you to propel forward in life as well. So thank you for listening, and I'll see y'all around. Bye!
Hi, I'm Nicholas, and today I'm a quarterfinalist for VPH 2022. And today, I'll be sharing with you guys my topic of stand-up comedy. Actually, so I'm sure most of you out there have known what a stand-up comedian is, and unless you're a fan of G.I. Jane or Will Smith, you've probably heard of the incident of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock during the Oscars and then walking away with an Oscars afterwards. But yeah, that is an example of a stand-up comedian. And for most of us who laughed at either at the slap or during the performances, I would say that Chris Rock has carried out a rocking performance for most of the audience. And so I'll be sharing with you a few techniques that stand-up comedians use, as well as some of the techniques as well as why I resonate with stand-up comedians. So to start things off, I'd like to share that there are many reasons why people laugh. There are about as many reasons why people laugh as there are emails about phishing from SMU emails. And I'm not talking about the SMU phishing club. I'm talking about phishing emails from the IITS. Now, on to the next part. The first technique that I would like to cover on is, okay, I'll exemplify this. So to describe stand-up comedy, there are a few words that some people can use, namely funny, entertaining, and straight up rude, actually. So I'm just kidding. Not a lot of people describe stand-up comedy as funny. And this is one of the techniques which is using three completely ridiculous statements to describe an activity. Now, for school reasons, I am not allowed to use a more drastic example, but using three reasons and then canceling out one of them is usually the way to go. Now, while we're on the topic of school, I'm sure most of you have. I would like to start off the next topic by talking about animals, actually. So I'm sure most of you know this animal. It's common in Australia, some parts of South America, and even in your own project rooms and groups. That's right. It's a snake. Now, let's be honest. How many of you actually think of people instead of the animal when you think of the word snake? Well, the answer is perhaps you can leave your answers in the comments. But if your answer was a human being, I'm here today to show you that snakes are actually not as bad as most people like to think. And to prove yet my example, I have brought my own pet snake against the rules and regulations of SMU, actually. And it's right here. Now I'm slowly going to pull it out. Don't be shy. Yes, so, yeah, as you can see, snakes, not really a very scary thing, unless they are in your project teams, of course. So, the thing is, while most of us are busy with whatever we are doing right now, I'm sure most of us have had the chance to think of something nice that they would like to share. But so on the topic of class, I would like to just say that many people can describe stand-up comedy as shady or even disturbing, but more often than not, it's actually really funny. And to see some of these performers live in action, locally or overseas, is a really entertaining spectacle. And yeah, so to end off, I'd like to just share with you guys why I resonate with stand-up comedians. And it's because they're really funny, and I like all things funny. Inappropriate, appropriate, PG, non-PG. And with that, I would like to thank all of you for coming to watch this live stream, and that'll be all.
Hi everyone, hope all of you all are enjoying day 2 of VPH Quarterfinals. As you can see, there's a lot of amazing stories that our contestants have been sharing today. And if you're interested to know more, just stay tuned, yeah? There's still 2 more contestants up and coming for today. And also, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms, do head down to our Instagram and join our quarterfinals giveaway, which is be giving out portable chargers. So do participate in that as that closes. The giveaway closes on the 2nd of September. If you want to join us on our VPH journey, do follow our other social media platforms such as TikTok as well as YouTube at SMU VPH. Other than that, stay tuned for the next 2 contestants as we'll be coming right back shortly.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the chillest part of today's live stream. This is VPH 2022, and I'm Jeremiah. So, today, in the spirit of being relaxed and everything, we will go to a very relatable topic, the extremely fast-paced work life in Singapore. Woo! So, regardless of whether you're Asian or not, you have parents who are fitting to the Asian parent stereotype. Honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as you're in Singapore or in any one of the universities here or in school in general. You are already part of this Asian parent stereotype. Because if your parents won't do it for you, society will. So, in such an environment where everything is so fast-paced and people are always telling you to speed up, go faster, and do everything better, how exactly are we supposed to fulfill all these requirements in society? No one ever tells you this, and honestly, it just gets you really stressed. So, today, I'm going to tell you guys a very, very important secret on how to do this. So, the way to be faster, to be more productive, is to slow down. Yes, you heard that right. Slow down. Confused? Yes, I know. Don't worry. I was like that too. And honestly, slowing down in life really helps you to start to appreciate more things. What is slowing down? So there's a practical aspect and a mental aspect to it. Practically, if there's a deadline upcoming, there are a lot of things in front of you, then maybe just put a few reminders on 1 or 2 days of the week to just get you along. And if you're thinking about the regrets of the past, don't worry about that. It's already past. What can you do right now in the present? Well, focus on improving little by little. If you did something better than you did the previous day, for example, today you brush your teeth and yesterday you didn't. If you feel like you've been called out, no worries. Sometimes I forget to. But on a more serious note, yeah, just celebrate the small things in life. Maybe you just said hi to your parents when you don't do that most of the time, and or you said that you love them as you left the house. That's something to celebrate as well. And moving forward in life, there are a lot of times when things just feel like insurmountable mountain, and it's really difficult to overcome it. You really feel like you're trying to be a superhero, and no matter what you do, you just feel like you're not worthy. And I think that's all right. Honestly, if you have the mentality of just focusing on what it is to be alive today, there'll be so much more that you can truly experience. One great thing to do in life is meditation. And meditation is something that most people already do. Meditation is just thinking about something over and over again. So, do you worry about things? Do you regret about things? Do you reminisce about things that you could have done better? Well, you're just meditating, but in the wrong direction. So, let's put in some misdirection and focus on the correct direction, which is the here and now. And really, as you start to slow down, you start to appreciate more than just the little things in life. In fact, because you're going one step at a time, after taking 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5, you eventually feel like you have gone past that insurmountable mountain, and before you know it, you've already surpassed that wall, and now you're worthy. You know why things in life like New Year's resolutions never turn out well? Because it seems like an insurmountable mountain that you can never truly surpass. It's just things upon things upon things that just seem like it will never ever happen. So, how do we get past this? Well, if you really just focus on your own pace, you take those little tiny steps each day, every step just feels the same, and eventually, slowly but surely, before you know it, you're at the top of the mountain. these little things really do add up. It's really, the little drops do make an ocean, and eventually this ocean does surpass the mountain that you think is insurmountable. So, as I end off, I think it's just nice if you can take the time to really reflect on what it is, what slowing down means to you, whether you have missed some of the opportunities with your friends early, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you're going to do with it now. And I truly do believe that, even if everything is falling apart, maybe you feel like you're alone in life, don't worry, I'm there with you sometimes. I'm there with you all the time, actually. And I think it's really, really good once you start slowing down and really appreciating what it means to be part of this life and the greater beauty and stuff like that, then you realize that everything will be alright. If you just trust in the process, trust that everything will be fine, it'll all be good. So with that, I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Hey there everyone, I'm Joel and I'm participating in the quarterfinals of VPH 2022. I feel like there's a lot of you here who's watching me right now. I thank you guys for taking the time to come down today and watch me to support me in my live stream. There might be quite some of you who actually know who I am, and there's going to be some who don't know as well. So a short introduction about myself with some fun facts. I've been a Twitch live streamer for about 2 years now, and also a YouTuber for 1.5 years. The main bulk of my content that I do is for a strategy gacha game that is Ark Knights, decently popular in Singapore and quite easy to pick up. So if you're looking for a new game to play, I'd recommend you to try that. I believe there are some of you who's eagerly looking at me right now. If you guys know my Twitch handle, you can help the chat a bit and write in my name so that everyone is able to know and be able to watch my future streams as well. Now, some people might be wondering, whenever you do all these live streams, for being someone who streamed for so long, do you ever get nervous when you live stream? To which I say, of course, I would get nervous. But even so, whensoever that I hit the start streaming button, the camera goes live, a flick of a finger, and somehow I'm in entertainer mode. I don't think this entertainer mode that I have is something that naturally came up in me. I feel that this is something that comes about from the many great influences that I have. So that's the main topic that I want to share about with you guys today. Who is someone who I personally feel that resonates with me? Now, quite enough about myself, I want to know more about you over there. So, I'm going to throw the same question back to you guys. Who is a person that you consider as one of your greatest role models in your life? So, take some time to answer that as I share a bit more about myself. So, within my earlier years, there are many variety shows that I would love to watch. They were my favorite types of shows, alright? Typically, people will say things like they like K-dramas, anime. Some people might even say Netflix, like it's a genre of the show. But surprisingly, that is actually my favorite type of shows. I've binge-watched so many things like Amazing Race, Wipeout. There's gonna be things like Village Survival. But then, my favorite of all, I'll leave that to later and tell you guys why I'm speaking of it. So, when I see the answers that you guys might have when it comes to who's your role model, some of you might be naming your parents as your role model. And that's perfectly understandable because our parents are the people who help to grow us up and nurture us to who we are today. Some of you might name people who's on television, like as if there's the superheroes that you are watching and you want to emulate just like them to become someone to help the fellow people around you. But for myself, my own role model actually comes from my favorite variety show. This variety show is pretty darn popular, and I'm pretty certain you guys can guess what the variety show is. Now, give you some hints, this is a Korean variety show. It's been running for quite a few years now, and for those of you who are hardcore fans, I'm pretty certain you guys will know that this show has already had 600 over episodes. Sometimes there are certain of their members who get attributed to animals with things like impala, tiger, giraffe, and then grasshopper as well. I've seen some of you who guessed it pretty darn well. Yes, it is gonna be Running Man. That's a show that I've been watching so much. I've seen every single episode. And while there are many members who make up the show today, I do feel that there is one particular member who really sits in very well with me to make up who I am. And that member is actually the main host of the show, that is Mr. Yu Jae-suk. Jae-suk himself is someone who has had so many years of experience. He's a comedian and he's one of the most well-established ones as well within Korea. He's gotten his 18th Daesung Award last year, and that is actually a grand prize award, one of the most prestigious ones that you can get as a entertainer within the entertainment industry. So why is this person my role model? Is it because of the achievements that he gets and I want to shine as much as he does? Not exactly so. Actually, there are 3 values that I consider in Jae-suk that I feel are really good, not just for myself to take, but also for you guys to also learn from him. As much as he has a lot of achievements, these are what he chooses to maintain to be who he is today. So, number 1, he's an extremely hardworking person. Despite in the past where he's someone who might have struggled a lot financially and he's not very well experienced, but he took the time to persevere and work as hard as he can to become the person that he is today. Number 2, he's an extremely helpful person. He's always ready to help his peers and ensure that he's not someone who's going to outshine them. He's going to keep himself cool, and then at the same time, he's able to help his peers to also be in the spotlight together with him. What does it matter if he's only a single person himself when he can be his friends having the fun time together with him? And finally, the best part of all that I like about him is that he's an especially humble person. He doesn't put his head in the clouds, and he's able to ensure that he keeps his cool. He knows that his role is to entertain people for the day. So that's that as to my story with you guys. I hope that you guys have learned as to who I feel has personally resonated with me. Thank you guys for watching. I shall see you guys very soon on my Twitch live stream. Actually, there's going to be one tonight for those of you fellow loyal viewers. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Now that's a wrap on day 2 of VPH 2022 quarterfinals, which means quarterfinals is finally over. Do stay tuned and follow us on our social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at SMU VE to see who makes it to the semifinals. Also, if you have not participated in our quarterfinals giveaway, do head on down to our Instagram and quickly participate. I mean, you stand a chance to win portable chargers, so why not, right? Other than that, thank you so much. This is Taryn, and it's been a joy being the host for VPH 2022 quarterfinals. Hope to see you around, and all the best to our quarterfinalists.